Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum and greetings. Alishanmao here. When I moved to Dubai, Beijing Hobby Show was very close. So I flew back to China just to attend Beijing Hobby Show, and I met this beast at High Boxing booth. High Boxing makes this beautiful 1/6 scale aggressive electric beast, and this is a two-wheel drive electric 1/6 scale buggy. Now a buggy with this kind of bright yellow race color and a very unique, attractive, I mean yes, it is a very unique and very attractive, aggressive looks. It grabbed my attention completely and I couldn't resist getting one for myself to make reviews. So thank you very much High Boxing for providing me with this beast 1/6 scale two-wheel drive buggy. Let me bring the camera closer and we will take a closer look at it, and then we will bring it out for bashing. Now before we move any further, remember I just posted a video of Vortex, a two-wheel drive buggy from High Boxing. So remember, High Boxing, as mentioned, I mean this is one amazing fun buggy. So High Boxing actually makes great two-wheel drive buggies, and I'm expecting this buggy to be the same great model from High Boxing. Well, it looks totally different and unique, but let's see how it performs. Now before I bring the camera closer to that, I don't know the name of this buggy. Yes, honestly, I don't know the name of this buggy. The buggy came in a box, big box like this, okay? And it just says battery powered off-road racing full scale Dune Buggy. So, alright, there's no name for it. So I'm gonna think about it and give it a name after I see its performance. But for now, let's call it the Dune Buggy 1/6 scale electric two-wheel drive. Okay, so let me read the key specs very quickly. 2.4 GHz radio system, okay, two-wheel drive system as I just spoken, full aluminum oil-filled shocks, 15 kgs steering servo, factory assembled with factory printed body. Well, yes, this is completely a different, unique design. You'll be loving it just like I do when I bring the camera closer and show it to you how well you can manage everything with this unique looks and show. Alright, now we have an authentic full-scale cockpit. Yes, that means I can put my new SJK M20 camera in there. Adjustable front and rear camber, I believe I'm pronouncing them right, they're called cambers. Adjustable bump steering, shock mounting positions and droop. Not steering, adjustable bump steer, shock mounting position and droops. Adjustable differential with the use of differential grease. That's something that I have to see later if I rip the differentials. I hope I will not rip any gears, just like the Mammoth did. Well, High Boxing actually uses quality stuff, so we will see to that. Now we have a high grip all-terrain tires mounted on spook type wheels, and recommended batteries that will use as two pieces, 7.4 volt, 5000 or 4000 milliamp. Alright, so rest of the things, of course, you have to purchase separately. That means, well, I will first test this buggy with its stock radio that came with it, which is kind of a little childish, from HBX, I mean High Boxing. So probably I'll just use my Futaba 4 PLS system with this beast and see how we can configure it. But of course after we test it with the stock radio first, because it's already configured. Now let me bring the camera closer and give you a closer look at this beast right here, the Dune Buggy. Still have to think about the name. Think about the name right away. So first off, it's 1/6 scale two-wheel drive buggy. I have just spoken the very basic specs about it. Now regarding the electronics, it uses a 160 amp ESC and a brushless type 4076 3250 kV motor right in there, which I'm gonna show you very soon. So first let's talk about the styling. Well, honestly, so far I have been babbling about all the time about the beautiful and aggressive looks. So honestly, so far I haven't seen such an attractive RC car before. This was the first one in Beijing Hobby Show to grab my attention, and with its beautiful bright yellow race colors plus this unique shell or body style, I'm sure this is definitely a looker, and it grabs the attention of everybody immediately, no matter on the display or on the road. Now we have to see, apart from its beautiful and aggressive and most unique looks, we will have to see how better or how good it is in its performance. So yes, a 160 amp ESC, 2350 kV motor, okay, and a high boxing stock 2.4 GHz radio. I mean, all those compliment about the beautiful look of it. Now, before we will leave the looks, one more thing you need to remember: it has a completely scaled cockpit, okay, which I'm going to show you very quickly when I bring the camera closer. And that means you can put a camera inside and get beautiful driving views or get FPV driving feels out of this unique shell or design on this buggy. It has a good 70mm ground clearance, and it is, remember, 1/6 scale, so it's not a small buggy. If you want to see, here I have a 110 scale buggy in my hands, okay, and that is a 1/6 scale buggy right there, so you can see the size difference. Alright, let me put the buggy down and then I will show you what else is good and unique in this shell or in this design of this high boxing Dune Buggy. Alright, so this is how the electronics are sitting inside. You can see a big giant motor, a 160 amp ESC right here, and all the gearing, the spur gear, the main gearing is here, and that is total metal gearing. Let me show it to you right away, because I was checking it out and I opened it up for the camera. Okay, now you have seen those are metal gears, so I'm not much worried about them ripping out. I'm a little bit worried about how much load the motor can bear. Anyway, we'll see how the performance is. Let's look at this scaled cockpit right here. So when I put the camera inside, it's gonna look like a real view when we are dune bashing with this buggy. Alright, now how do you access the electronics and how do you put the batteries in and out? Well, that is very simple. Now that's what we should call a quick access to every essential or major components of this buggy or in this design. Alright, so in order to reach to electronics or all the components, put your hands down here and you will find two pins, okay? So let me put it this way from backside. Right under here there are two pins, okay? So you have to put your hand down here and pull the pins out. So pin 1 and pin 2. Once you pull two pins out, you can simply pull this one up. So the whole rooftop. Okay, when the roof is up, look inside, you will find 4 locks. So just open them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And after that, just pull the whole seat assembly or the cockpit assembly out. And now you have the access to battery bay. Now that is some nice consideration and design, because putting the batteries down here not only gonna keep the batteries safe, but also it balances the center of gravity of the vehicle perfectly, having the motor at the back side and of course the electronic speed controller. So now you can take a very good look at motor and electronic speed controller. This is how they put it in. So everything is in very easy reach once you actually remove the seats and pull the roof up. So repairs or replacement of these parts is going to be very easy. Similarly, putting the batteries in and out is going to be very easy. After you put the batteries in, simply install the seats back in and lock. 1, 2, 3, 4. For lock, put the roof down and install 2 pins, and you are ready to bash or go for all kind of off-road bashing adventures for yourself using this Dune Buggy. Now, because this is a Dune Buggy, so I'm gonna bring it to the dunes for some dune bashing adventures. At the back we have a spare wheel, which is not only just for the looks and the design, but also it's a fully functional wheel so that you can actually replace it if you somehow break the wheel. Now for the construction, before we conclude the video, Hiboxing has used very durable and quality material, but most of the screws actually are going in the plastic. They did use Loctite on the screws that are going into metal, but the screws that are going into plastic, and there is a lot of plastic on the body up there, so I'm not sure how long those screws are gonna keep in there. So we're gonna find that out as well. Now, in order to look under here, we will have to take this hood or the bonnet up or away using the screwdrivers, and right now I'm running out of time, but anyway, there isn't much to see in there except that there's a 15 kg servo down there and of course the servo saver system. So we will find time to take a look at it should we ever damage something, and we're gonna repair it or open the buggy. So there isn't much left to talk about except that I can't wait to bring this baby out and see what this two-wheel drive buggy can do. Now on these off-road tires, I'm not sure how well they're gonna perform on the sand. I wish I could locate pedal tires for this buggy. Before that, let's not go too far. Let's just first test it out with the total stock setup, and then we will go for some mods on this. Enjoy, and bashing videos are coming very soon. Please subscribe to my channel and stay updated for all the coolest and regular RC videos, RC shows, RC reviews, time-lapse videos, and much more. Thank you very much for all your support. More videos are coming. We're gonna eat this cod maybe.